Hello and welcome to today's episode. The episode will tell you about the role of the government in organizing and promoting entrepreneurship development programs or EDPs. I'm Amrita Ghosh Kumar and the subject expert for today's program is Dr. Arshia Hussain, teaching in the Center for Management Studies, Jamia Millia Islamia University, New Delhi. Today we will take a broad overview of the different organizations set up by the government at both state and national level to provide training programs to the entrepreneurs. The entrepreneurship development programs deals with developing human resource of the country by motivating human resource, their skills, competencies, creativity and preparing them to undertake social and economic risks. Such training programs are essential to developing entrepreneurial traits in the willing and potential entrepreneurs. The central government realized the importance of promoting small-scale industries as a means of employment generation and balanced regional development. Government plays a significant role in organizing EDPs at both the national and state level. Setting up of these organizations will help in reducing the problems of unemployment and poverty, since these organizations, by providing entrepreneurial training, converts the surplus labor force into real entrepreneurs. The government in this regard has made some efforts by promoting small-scale industries as a means of employment generation and balanced regional development. The government set up the Small Scale Industry Development Organization, the SSIDO, to provide training to entrepreneurs. It also set up the Khadi and Village Industries Commission or the KVIC for encouraging small units for the production and marketing of khadi and handicraft items. In 1983, the central government set up the National Institute for Entrepreneurship and Small Business Development, or the NIESBUD, the NIESBUD, as an apex organization for promotion of entrepreneurship and small business. At the same time, IDBI and other financial institutions set up the Entrepreneurial Development Institute of India, or the EDI. For organizing EDPs, the union and state governments have established the following specialized institutions. At the national level, the following specialized institutions are associated with the entrepreneurship development programs. It is an apex organization for organizing and conducting EDPs under Ministry of Industry, Government of India, and located at Noida, UP.
किसी के ऊपर आप डिपेंड नहीं रह सकते, आप जब चाहें थोड़ी सी जगह पे आप अपना काम शुरू कर सकते हो। ये ठीक है, मेरा सौभाग्य है कि मुझे नौकरी मिल गई, लेकिन जरूरी नहीं कि हर आदमी को पढ़ने के बाद नौकरी ही मिल जाती है, राइट? ऐसा नहीं है। हमारे भाई लोग हैं, मेरे अपने भाई हैं, आज भी वो पढ़ाई कर रहे हैं इस उम्मीद में कि नौकरी मिलेगी।
This institute undertakes the following activities: developing methodology and strategies for effective training program, standardizing model syllabi for training of various target groups, developing training aids, manuals and tools, design institutes. SIDO performs the following functions: policy formation, coordinating functions, monitoring, industrial development and extension services. The SIDO covers all the small-scale industries except those falling within the specialized boards and agencies like KVIC, COIA boards, Central Silk Board, etc. SIDO performs its functions through a large number of subordinate organizations by providing a wide-ranging techno-economic consultancy, services and support. The NSIC was set up in 1955 as a public undertaking to promote small-scale industries in the country. Supply of machinery on hire purchase basis has been the most important function of NSIC. The head office of NSIC is located at Delhi. It has 4 regional offices and 11 branch offices in different states. The main functions of NSIC are as follows: supplying machinery on hire purchase basis, developing small-scale units as ancillaries to large industries, development and upgradation of technology, assisting in modernization programs of small-scale industries, distribution of basic raw materials through their depots, help in export marketing of SSIs, importing and distributing scarce raw materials, components and parts to actual users in the small-scale sector, setting up of industrial estates, organizing trade fairs and exhibitions of products, machineries, tools, equipments, etc. of small-scale industries, imparting training programs on various industrial trades. Entrepreneurship Development Institute of India, or the EDI, was established in 1983 as an autonomous non-profit institution and was sponsored by the All India financial institutions such as IDBI, IFCI Limited, ICICI Limited and the Government of Gujarat for promoting entrepreneurship and small-scale sector. It conducts research, training and undertakes institution-building activities for encouraging the participation of backward regions and special target groups in EDPs. It is located at Ahmedabad. Its functions are accelerating the process of entrepreneurship development, conducting training programs for trainers for the offices of promotional agencies, banks and the trainer motivators of IEDs, CEDs and NGOs. Conducting EDPs, REDPs, product process EDPs, etc. Providing professional assistance to various financial institutions for their entrepreneurial development activities. Conducting workshops, seminars and conferences to promote entrepreneurship development. Interacting with developing countries and assist them in capacity building programs for the development of industrial sector. Conducting in entrepreneurship development programs through open learning programs, that is, distance education learning system. Khadi and Village Industries Commission (KVIC) was established as a statutory organization under the Khadi and Village Industries Commission Act 1956. The aim of the organization is to promote and develop Khadi and village industries with a view to create employment opportunities in the rural areas and thereby strengthening the rural economy. The organization provides various schemes of assistance which cover extension of finance right from the stage of procurement of raw materials, tools and implements to the production of goods and their marketing. National Sciences and Technology Entrepreneurship Development Board (NSTEDB) was established by the Union Government. It operates under the Department of Science and Technology, Government of India. The board tries to focus on special target groups like science and technology personnel. It promotes entrepreneurship among science and technology personnel by organizing EDPs. District Industry Centre program was launched in 1978 for the effective promotion of cottage and small-scale industries, widely dispersed in rural areas and small towns. These centres primarily focus on entrepreneurship awareness programs and tiny and small-scale sector projects. These centres are the focal points providing under one roof all the service and support required by entrepreneurs in rural and backward areas. DIC's organizational structure consists of general manager, functional managers and project managers with technical background, who provide their technical services in the area relevant to the needs of the district concerned. The main functions of DICs are Industrial estates are also known by different names such as industrial zone, industrial city, industrial area, etc. According to Dr. P.C. Alexander, an industrial estate is a group of factories constructed on an economic scale in suitable sites with facilities of water, transport, electricity, steam, banks, post office, canteen, watch and ward and first aid, provided with special arrangements for technical guidance and common service facilities. It is a place where required facilities and accommodation for factory or industry are provided to the entrepreneurs to establish their industries. The objectives of industrial estates are following: to provide infrastructure and well-planned accommodation facilities such as electricity, water, transportation, etc. to the entrepreneurs, to develop small and medium-scale enterprises, to develop of rural and backward areas by dispersing industries in such areas, to provide congenial atmosphere for entrepreneurship development and for smooth functioning and growth of small-scale industries. Small-scale industries corporations have been set up by the state government with a view to undertake a variety of commercial and industrial activities. The main function of state small-scale industries corporation are providing assistance in procuring and distributing scarce raw materials, providing assistance to the entrepreneurs in supply of machinery, providing assistance for marketing of products of small-scale industries, construction of sheds or industrial estates, providing allied infrastructure facilities and their maintenance, extension of seed capital assistance on behalf of the state government, providing managerial assistance to production units. The Small Scale Industries Board was established in 1954 with the aim of studying the problem of small-scale industries in the country. The main function of SSIB is to give advice on development of small-scale industries. The SSIB is also known as Central Small Industries Board or the CSIB. The Union Minister of Industries is the chairman of the board. A standing committee of the board was set up in 1957. The members of the committee meet once in 2 months. A joint secretary has also been appointed in the Ministry of Commerce and Industry for implementing the recommendations and policies laid down by the Small Scale Industries Board. NABARD was established in 12 July 1982 by a special act of the Parliament. It was set up to operate as an apex development bank in agriculture. It is one of the premier institutions which provide credit in rural areas. The central government and the Reserve Bank of India initially contributed to the resources of NABARD. NABARD's resources were initially contributed by the central government and the Reserve Bank of India. NABARD was established on the recommendations of the Shivraman Committee to review arrangements for financing institutional credit for agriculture and rural development. NABARD draws funds from the central government, the World Bank and other agencies to meet its loan requirement. NABARD also has powers to raise funds from the market. Functions. The functions of NABARD are as follows: to serve as a refinancing institution which provides finance and advances loans to agriculture, small-scale industries, cottage and village industries. To offer financial assistance to handicraft sector, rural artisans, agriculturalists, farmers and entrepreneurs engaged in allied non-farm sector activities. To provide short-term, medium-term and long-term credit to the RRBs, cooperative banks and other financial institutions to promote integrated rural development. To bring coordination among union and state governments, the Planning Commission and other state-level institutions engaged in promotion and establishment of small-scale village and cottage industries, rural art and crafts and micro-enterprises. To conduct entrepreneurship development programs, skill upgradation programs for tiny, small and medium-scale entrepreneurs. To organize and conduct workshops and seminars for the promotion of integrated rural development in both agriculture and in the industrial sectors. To help develop institutions that help rural economy. NABARD has 28 regional offices and 1 sub-office located in the capitals of all the states. Each regional office has a chief general manager working as its head. The head office has several top executives like managing directors, executive directors and the chairman. It has 391 district development offices spread all over the country. It also has 6 training establishments. It has 1 sub-office at Port Blair and 1 special cell at Srinagar. The following are the innovative initiatives of NABARD: Microfinance Program, Umbrella Program for National Resources Management or the UPNRM, the empowerment of rural women through microcredit, micro-enterprise and self-help group or SHG programs, creation of special funds such as Rural Infrastructure Development Fund or the RIDF to support innovations in backward and neglected areas, creation of millions of rural employment opportunities through initiatives like cluster development and rural entrepreneurship development programs, construction of infrastructure like roads and bridges, Institute of Entrepreneurship Development or IEDs and Center for Entrepreneurship Development or CEDs have been set up in different states of India to provide training to willing and potential entrepreneurs with basics of entrepreneurial and managerial skills, so as to enable him to be an effective entrepreneur. These are specialized training organizations and aims to provide training to various target groups such as the general public, technical graduates, women, educated, unemployed persons, etc. These centers have been set up in different states of the country, and the objective of these centers is to give special attention to entrepreneurship development and industrial development needs of the backward states. Various institutes of entrepreneurship development or IEDs set up in different states are IED Bhubaneswar, Orissa, IED Lucknow, UP, IED Patna, Bihar, IED National Level Institute, Guwahati, Assam. Various Center for Entrepreneurship Development or CEDs set up in different states are CED Hyderabad in Andhra Pradesh, CED Gandhinagar in Gujarat, CED Shimla in Himachal Pradesh, CED Dhalwar in Karnataka, CED Bhopal in Madhya Pradesh, CED Aurangabad in Maharashtra, CED Madurai in Tamil Nadu, Functions of IEDs or CEDs. It acts as the nodal center for the development of entrepreneurial activities in the state, organizing and conducting training programs for various groups of people, such as EDPs, MDPs, EACs, TOTs, training of trainers, and training programs for PMRY or the Prime Minister Rozgar Yojana beneficiaries. Identifying potential entrepreneurs amongst technical and non-technical personnel and providing training and assistance to set up their ventures for self-employment in both industries and service-oriented business. Studying the feasibility of the project by undertaking industrial potential survey. Undertaking documentation and research in the field of entrepreneurship and small business development. Conducting workshops, seminars and conferences for promotion and development of entrepreneurship. Providing consultancy services to the entrepreneurs for setting up small enterprise. Providing escort services to the potential entrepreneurs to start their own enterprise. Provide a forum for interaction, exchange of views with agencies engaged in entrepreneurial activities and small business development. Besides IEDs and CEDs, several universities, IITs, management institutions have introduced the course of entrepreneurship in their curriculum to motivate students to choose entrepreneurship as a career. Recently, many entrepreneurship courses have been introduced at undergraduate level in commerce stream. This must be introduced in arts and science streams also. This trend of early cultivation of entrepreneurial spirit can help the young generation to start assessing self-employment options. Micro, small and medium enterprises or MSMEs are set up by the Government of India to provide training programs to small entrepreneurs. It also provides consultation to small entrepreneurs. MSMEs have as many as 30 branch offices set in different parts of the countries. They perform the following functions: to provide consultancy to entrepreneurs to set up their enterprise, to provide information pertaining to their trade and market, to assist entrepreneurs in preparing their project profiles for small-scale industries, to study the feasibility of the project by undertaking state industrial and district industrial potential survey, to undertake modernization and in-plant studies, to organize and conduct training programs in various trades and activities for various groups of people. The institute was set up in 1968 by the central government to provide assistance to small-scale sector by imparting training to technical personnel working in the manufacture of tools, jigs, fixtures, discs and molds. The main function of CITD are to provide advisory and consultancy services, including assistance in the design and development of tools, to recommend measures to improve the standard of tools, tooling elements and component, etc. To provide different types of training on tool design. These centers have been set up by the government to provide tool room services and facilities in design, manufacture and training. These centers are located at Delhi, Bangalore, Kolkata and Bhubaneswar. This institute is located at Jalandhar. It was set up to provide improved technology to the small-scale entrepreneurs, assisting them in obtaining raw materials and to provide design and testing for hand tools industry. This institute was set up in 1969 with assistance from UNDP at Mumbai. The main function of this institute is to provide technical consultancy in the design and development of electrical and electronic instrument, calibration and testing, tool design, tool fabrication, prototype fabrication and training. The institute was set up in 1956 with the objective of developing entrepreneurs for running small-scale industries in the country. NIM SME performed the following functions: imparting training to persons engaged in SSI sector, conducting entrepreneurship development training programs or the EDP, organizing and conducting management development training programs or the MDP for the entrepreneurs, carrying research studies relating to small-scale sector, providing consultancy services to the small and medium-scale entrepreneurs, conducting short-term courses in business management, industrial management and export management. Thus, by imparting training programs and conducting short-term courses, the Institute aims to benefit the entrepreneurs, officers and managerial personnel of small and medium-scale industries. The Institute is located at Yusufgura, Hyderabad. This episode deals with the role of government in organizing entrepreneurship development programs. EDPs deal with providing training programs essential to developing entrepreneurial traits in the willing and potential entrepreneurs. Government plays a significant role in organizing EDPs at both the national and the state level. Setting up of these organizations will help in reducing the problems of unemployment and poverty, since these organizations, by providing entrepreneurial training, converts the surplus labor force into real entrepreneurs. The government has set up Small-Scale Industry Development Organization, the SSIDO, to provide training to entrepreneurs. It has also set up the Khadi and Village Industries Commission, or the KVIC, for encouraging small units for the production and marketing of Khadi and handicraft items. In 1983, the central government set up the National Institute for Entrepreneurship and Small Business Development, or the NIESBUD, as an apex organization for promotion of entrepreneurship and small business. Financial support provided by the government, development banks and nationalized public sector banks. So that is all for today. Hope you have understood the role of government in organizing EDPs. We will see you with another topic on the fundamentals of entrepreneurship again. Till then, take care and goodbye.